What exactly is a Sigma female? Think of her as the lone wolf of the female archetypes. She is self-sufficient, thrives in her independence, and doesn't conform to societal expectations. Forget what you thought you knew about relationships. These 9 signs will show you if you're dating a Sigma female. Have you ever wondered if you're really dating a Sigma female? If so, you're in the right place. Did you know that Sigma females make up a small but mighty percentage of the population? They are mysterious, fiercely loyal, and independent. She places a higher value on depth, authenticity, and meaningful connections than on surface-level interactions. If you're a Sigma woman, or are dating one, it's important to know the telltale signs of a healthy relationship, because doing so will enable you to navigate the complexities of a partnership without compromising who you are. Because Sigma women frequently encounter misconceptions, people may mistake our independence for coldness or our desire for solitude for disinterest. These misunderstandings can lead to hiccups in our relationships. Therefore, how can you determine if the person you're with values you and your unique qualities? Now let's explore the 9 indicators that indicate a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. Sign 1. Mutual respect. Let's examine the first indication of a healthy relationship with a Sigma female in more detail. Mutual respect is the cornerstone of any successful relationship, but it's especially important when you're dating a Sigma female because these women value their autonomy and are fiercely independent. Above all, they require a partner who recognizes and values this aspect of their personality. Picture yourself in a relationship where your partner actively supports your need for personal space rather than viewing it as a threat or a sign of disinterest. They respect your boundaries and recognize that your independence is an integral part of who you are. This kind of respect goes beyond simply providing you with space. It also recognizes the value of your individuality and the realization that your personal development is just as important as the relationship's growth. For a Sigma female, this means having a partner who doesn't try to change her or mold her into someone she's not, but instead appreciates her for who she is as a strong, independent individual who brings her own unique strengths to the relationship. Respect is often described as the glue that holds relationships together. Let's look at some real-world scenarios. If you're a Sigma woman who enjoys spending her weekends reading a good book or going on solo hikes, a husband who values you will not only be understanding of this, but will also encourage you to follow your passions. They'll realize that engaging in these activities revitalizes you and helps you become the vibrant person they fell in love with. Respect also shows up in how partners handle conflict. In a healthy relationship, both people are free to voice their opinions without worrying about criticism or mockery. For Sigma females, who frequently have strong opinions and a distinct sense of self, having a partner who respects and listens to them even when they don't always agree is essential. Strengthens the relationship between partners and encourages open conversation. Respect in action entails recognizing and encouraging one another's accomplishments and aspirations. It's about really celebrating your spouse's accomplishments and motivating them to keep going after their objectives. Since Sigma ladies are frequently motivated and ambitious, it is quite inspiring to have a partner that values and supports their professional goals. For a bit, let's flip the script. Since respect is a two-way street, it's critical for Sigma women to honor their partner's demands and boundaries. In summary, mutual respect in a relationship with a Sigma female entails appreciating and respecting each other's individuality, encouraging personal growth, and upholding open and honest communication. This mutual respect creates a balanced and harmonious relationship where both partners feel valued and understood. You're on the right track if your partner respects your need for independence, supports your passions, and values your opinions. Mutual respect is a clear indicator that you're in a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. It's about creating a safe space where both partners can thrive independently and together. Recall that showing respect to one another is an activity that stems from how you treat one another on a daily basis. If you value and nurture this respect, your relationship will only get better. Now let's discuss the second indication of a strong partnership with a Sigma female. Let's go on to the second indication of a healthy relationship with a Sigma girl, So stay tuned for Sign 2: Intellectual Stimulation. Intellectual stimulus suitable for a feminine Sigma. The intellect is just as appealing as any other quality. Sigma girls thrive on meaningful exchanges and in-depth conversations. They are not only searching for someone to agree with them, they also want someone who challenges them to think critically. Having a partner who can engage her intellectually is not just a plus, it is crucial. Consider and imagine being in a relationship where conversation on current affairs, philosophy, or even the newest scientific findings flows naturally. That's a Sigma woman's ideal situation. She longs for a companion who can open her mind to fresh viewpoints and ideas, piquing her interest and kindling her enthusiasm for learning. Let's discuss how this might actually play out in real life. A pleasant evening spent at home where, rather than just watching TV, you and your spouse get into a heated discussion about the implications of artificial intelligence or the mysteries of the cosmos. These exchanges offer chances to connect deeply and comprehend one another's perspectives. Intellectual stimulation also entails being receptive to what others have to teach you. Value of Sigma females. A partner who challenges your ideas does so to engage with you rather than to undermine you. For Sigma females, this type of interaction is invigorating as it pushes them to think critically and explore areas they might not have considered before in a healthy relationship. Partners who can teach them something new, whether it's a skill, hobby, or a fresh perspective on an old topic. This mutual exchange of knowledge and ideas keeps the relationship dynamic and exciting. Partners should feel free to share their ideas since they will be listened to with respect and attention. Sigma women's passion for intellectual. When your partner challenges you intellectually and pushes you to try new things, you're experiencing one of the key indicators of a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. Intellectual connections not only strengthen relationships, but also contribute to personal growth. Pursuits find joy in partners who can keep up with their mental agility and who aren't afraid to delve into complex topics. It is important to keep in mind that intellectual stimulation involves challenging one another and creating a partnership that allows both minds to grow. Sign 3. Respect for independence. All right, let's break this down. As a Sigma female, your independence isn't just a personality trait, it's a fundamental aspect of who you are. You thrive on your ability to stand on your own 2 feet, choose your own path in life and make your own decisions. In a healthy relationship, your partner will not only understand this, but will even celebrate it. For example, on a lazy Sunday afternoon, your partner may say, "Hey, I know you've got that project you've been wanting to work on. Why don't you take some time for that while I catch up with some friends?" This is an example of how they are actively encouraging you to pursue your interests. On the other hand, in an unhealthy dynamic, you may hear something like, "Why do you always need to be alone? Can't we just spend every free moment together?" Take a moment to see the change. One respects your independence, while the other doesn't so much. But here's the thing. Respecting independence doesn't mean living separate lives. It means finding the right balance between being together and having your own freedom. For Sigma females, it's like a beautiful dance where you're always on the same dance floor, even when you're not in sync. When you're with someone who respects your independence, they don't mind if you need time to yourself. They support your personal goals and aspirations. They don't try to save you or solve all your problems because they know you're strong. They trust you and don't feel the need to constantly check up on you. Here's an example from real life. Let's say you've got a big presentation coming up at work. In a healthy relationship, your partner might offer to take care of dinner for the week, so you can focus. They're not trying to do the work for you. They're creating space for you to shine on your own. But remember, it's a two-way street while you value your independence. It's important to also show up for your partner and the relationship. It's about finding that balance between me time and we time. Now I want you to take a moment and reflect. Does your partner respect your independence? Do they encourage you to pursue your passions, or do you feel like you're constantly justifying your need for space? Remember, a partner who truly respects your independence won't make you feel guilty for being who you are. They'll stand beside you, not in your way. They'll be your biggest cheerleader, not your ball and chain. So Sigma ladies, if you're with someone who gets this, who respects and values your independence, hold on to them. That's a clear sign of a healthy, thriving relationship. Sign 4, growth for both sides. Let's look at sign 4, mutual growth. For all you Sigma women out there, this is a big one. You're always pushing yourself to learn new things and grow. In a healthy relationship, your partner should be right there with you, not holding you back but growing with you. Now, what does mutual growth look like in a relationship? It's not about changing who you are for your partner. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and your partner doing the same. It's like you're both on your own personal growth path, journeys, but you're always there for each other to cheer you on. Here are some important parts of your growth together, helping each other reach their goals. Your partner should be your best fan. They should support your goals, whether they're to start a business, learn a new skill, or work on a passion project. In a healthy relationship, you're not afraid to push each other out of your comfort zones. It's not about criticizing each other. It's about helping each other learn as much as you can. You might take a class together, read the same book, or have deep conversations about new ideas. You're both determined to learn new things. Getting used to change. As you both age, you may change in different ways. Having a good relationship is open to these changes instead of fighting them, celebrating successes. When one of you does well, it's a win for both of you. There's no envy, just true happiness for each other's successes. Let me show you something from real life. Let's say you've always wanted to learn a new language while being with someone who can help you grow. They might surprise you with a language learning app subscription, or even suggest that you both take classes together. They're not just supporting your goal, they're actively taking part in it. But remember that you don't have to be growing in the same direction. Your partner might be working on their fitness goals while you're focused on your career. The important thing is that you're both committed to becoming better versions of yourselves and supporting each other along the way. So Sigma ladies, ask yourself, does your relationship inspire you to grow? Do you feel like you're evolving together? If the answer is yes, you're in a healthy, thriving relationship. Sign 5, need mental help. Help with emotions. Now let's talk about the 5th sign of a healthy relationship with a Sigma female, emotional support. For Sigma females, emotional support isn't just a nice to have, it's an important part of any relationship. As independent people, they often carry a lot on their shoulders, and having a partner who can offer emotional support is essential for their health and happiness. So what does emotional support look like? It means being there for each other when things get tough, being there to listen and confirming each other's thoughts. A partner who gives emotional support gives a Sigma female a safe place to talk about her feelings and thoughts without worrying about being judged. This kind of setting is important for her because it lets her show. Let's look at a few examples to show what I mean. Imagine a Sigma female who is dealing with stress at work or personal problems. Instead of telling her to toughen up or get over it, a helpful partner would listen and let her talk. If she tells them how upset and scared she is, they might say something like, "I'm here for you. What do you need right now?" This small act can mean a lot. Partners should also validate a Sigma female's feelings, which means recognizing them instead of ignoring them. For example, if she's upset about something, saying something like, "It's totally understandable to feel that way, it's a tough situation," shows that her feelings are real and important. Being present is another important part of emotional support. This doesn't mean hovering or getting too involved, but being there for her when she needs someone to talk to or lean on, whether that's through a text message when she's having a bad day or being there in person when she needs a hug. Big or small, these actions mean a lot. As much as a Sigma female needs a partner who is there for her, the partner also needs to be there for the Sigma female. This creates a balanced dynamic where both partners feel valued and cared for, because in a healthy relationship, both people can lean on each other when things get tough. Emotional support isn't just talking about problems, it's also about celebrating successes with the other person. When a Sigma female achieves a goal, No matter how small or big, her partner should be there to cheer her on and thank her for all her hard work. This kind of support keeps her motivated and makes their relationship stronger. To sum up, emotional support in a relationship with a Sigma female includes actively listening and validating feelings. Being present and celebrating each other's successes helps build a deep, meaningful connection. If your partner gives you this kind of emotional support, you're experiencing one of the most important signs of a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. It not only nurtures her, but it also makes the relationship stronger and more stable overall. Let's move on to the next sign of a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. This is very important because Sigma females are known for having a strong sense of self and being independent. They do best in relationships where their individuality is valued and supported. What does it mean to support personality? It's all about recognizing and appreciating each other's unique traits, hobbies, and drives. A supportive partner for a Sigma female knows that her hobbies and interests are important parts of who she is. This means supporting her in her endeavors, whether they're related to her career, personal projects, or interests that make her happy. For example, if your partner is a Sigma female who loves painting or writing, instead of seeing these activities as distractions or things to compete with, a supportive partner would encourage her to follow these passions. They might say something like, "I love seeing you paint. Let me get you some new supplies." Or, "I can't wait to read your next piece." This kind of support not only makes her feel better about herself, but it also makes the relationship stronger. Supporting her individuality also means giving her the time and space she needs. Sigma women often need time to themselves to recharge and think. If her partner knows this, they won't judge her when she needs some alone time. Instead, they'll support her to take it because it helps her be the best version of herself. Not only should hobbies be supported, but people should also accept and enjoy each other's quirks and differences. A Sigma female may have unusual beliefs or personal tastes, and a partner who supports these qualities shows that they fully appreciate her. This could be as simple as enjoying her varied musical tastes or encouraging her to try new things. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel free to express their uniqueness. This means that while a Sigma female is encouraged to be herself, when a partner supports a Sigma female's uniqueness, it creates an accepting and growing space for her to explore her interests. She should also encourage her partner to do the same. This mutual respect for individuality makes for a balanced and happy relationship where both partners can thrive. Accept and value her unique qualities to become a happier person. If you're in a relationship where your individuality is valued, you're likely in a healthy relationship with a Sigma female. It's all about supporting each other's journeys while appreciating what makes you both different. Sign 7, shared values. This is an important part of any healthy relationship, but it's especially important for Sigma females because they are often very in touch with their beliefs and principles. As a Sigma female, you probably have strong values that guide your life choices, whether they're about independence, work-life balance, honesty, or even how you interact with the world. These values shape who you are. It's important to have shared core values with your partner when you're in a relationship. This doesn't mean you have to agree on everything because that would be dull. What we mean by shared values is that you should agree on the big things that matter to both of you. Here are some important things you might want to think about. Are you both clear on what you want from life? Whether it's to move up in the company, travel the world, or start a family, having the same life goals can bring people together. Your moral sense is very important. Do you both agree on what is right and wrong? Honesty and respect. Two people in a relationship should accept each other's values for it to be strong. Think about how you both live your daily lives. This includes how you handle money and how you feel about work-life balance. If your lifestyles are similar, it creates harmony. What do you both value? Open and honest communication is the foundation of a friendship based on trust. Builds stronger relationships and reduces confusion. How are you both? Check out the new relationship, loyalty, and commitment. Sharing beliefs about what it means to be in a relationship can help avoid arguments in the future. Now let's look at why shared values are so important. When you and your partner share similar values, you build a strong foundation for your relationship. It makes decisions easier and helps you deal with problems together. For example, if you both value honesty, you'll feel more comfortable talking about tough topics without fear of being judged. Imagine you and your partner are talking about how to spend the weekend. Your lover values spending time with friends and being outside, while you value relaxation and alone time are important to both of you. If you agree on these things, you could agree to switch weekends so that you can both enjoy what you want. This compromise not only meets each person's needs but also makes your relationship stronger. On the other hand, if your values aren't aligned, it can cause frustration and anger. For example, if one partner values career success while the other values family time, it can cause tension. Arguments over these basic differences can lead to misunderstandings and conflict. So, Sigma ladies, take a moment to think about whether or not you and your partner share core values. If you do, that's a great sign of a healthy relationship. Sign 8. Find a way to solve problems together. Important part of any good relationship, but especially for Sigma women who value independence and clear communication. You know as a Sigma female that life isn't always easy and safe. Problems and disagreements are a normal part of any relationship. What matters is how you and your partner deal with them together. Healthy problem-solving shows that you respect each other and have a strong bond. So what does healthy problem-solving look like in a relationship? Here are some key elements. Talking to each other is the first step. It's safe to talk about problems with a partner who won't judge you. This is especially important for Sigma women who value honesty and openness. Both partners must practice active listening. This means paying attention to what the other person is saying and not interrupting or jumping to conclusions right away. When both of you are involved in the talk, problems are better understood and solved instead of being seen as me problems. When there are problems, a good relationship sees them as us versus the problem. This way of thinking pushes both partners to work together to find solutions and builds teamwork. It's okay to have different thoughts and feelings. What counts is how you deal with disagreements. If you can say what you think without putting each other down, you're on the right track. Respecting each other's differences is a sign of growth in a relationship. When solving a problem, it's important to find areas where both people can agree. This could mean compromising or coming up with new ideas. Creative solutions that make both parties happy. When both sides feel valued and heard, they are more likely to come to an agreement. When you and your partner are planning a trip, you both want to go hiking in the mountains, but they'd rather go to the beach. Instead of arguing about who wants what, you can sit down together and talk about what you both want from the trip. For example, you might agree to spend half of the vacation in the mountains and the other half at the beach. This way, both of your wants are met, and you both feel satisfied. Now let's talk about why it's so important to solve problems together. When you and your partner face problems together, it strengthens your relationship, builds trust, and shows that you can rely on each other in hard times. It also creates a sense of unity, because you're in this together. On the other hand, if you find that you're always avoiding problems or one partner is making all the decisions, it could lead to anger and frustration. Sigma women like to be independent, and feeling confined can make things tense. Sigma women, take a moment to think about how you and your partner handle disagreements. When problems come up, do you feel like a team? If you can work through them together while still respecting each other's points of view, that's a clear sign of a good relationship. Now that we've talked about how important it is to work out problems together, let's move on to the next sign: open conversation. This is one of the most important parts of any healthy relationship, but it's especially important for Sigma females because they thrive on honesty and openness. Having a partner who values open dialogue builds trust and understanding. So what does open communication mean? It means that both partners feel free to share their feelings, thoughts, and concerns without worrying about being judged or ignored. In a healthy relationship, this kind of communication is not only encouraged, it's a fundamental part of the dynamic for Sigma females, who often have a rich inner world and complex emotions. For someone to be able to fully express themselves, they need a partner who actively listens, someone who doesn't just hear their words, but also tries to understand how they make them feel. To show that they're interested in the conversation, they might ask follow-up questions or repeat what they said. If a Sigma female is stressed out about work or personal obligations and feels safe talking to her partner about it, she can be honest about how she feels. An open communication style would look like this. A partner listens carefully, validates her feelings, and starts a conversation about how they can work together to relieve her stress. Instead of giving her unsolicited advice or ignoring her concerns, they might say, "I can see you're feeling overwhelmed. How can I help?" Being honest is a key part of open conversation. Sigma women like it when people are honest, and they can often tell when something isn't right. If their partner isn't telling them the truth or holding back information, it can lead to mistrust and mistakes. A partner who is honest will share their thoughts and feelings freely, even when the conversations are hard. For example, if there is a disagreement, they won't avoid it. Instead, they'll talk about it openly and try to work things out together. Also, open conversation isn't just for talking about problems, it's also for enjoying the good times. When Sigma females feel free to share their joys, successes, and dreams, they create a deeper connection with their partner. For example, if she's excited about a new project at work, a supportive partner will encourage her to share her excitement and will actively celebrate her accomplishments. This kind of sharing fosters a deeper emotional connection and reinforces the idea that both partners are invested in each other's lives. It's also important to note that open communication goes both ways. While a Sigma female needs to say what she wants to say, she also needs to be a good listener. This means being open and honest, to getting feedback and knowing how her partner feels and what they think. This two-way exchange creates a fair dynamic in which both parties feel heard and appreciated. When you're dating a Sigma female, you need to make sure that both partners feel safe enough to talk about their feelings, thoughts, and worries. It's about being honest, actively listening, and showing respect for each other. If both partners can talk freely, it builds a strong and stable relationship. If you're in a relationship with a Sigma female and feel free to express yourself, that's one of the most important signs of a healthy relationship. This kind of communication not only strengthens the connection, but also helps both people grow as people. Now here's a major red flag to watch out for: controlling behavior. Sigma women are very protective of their freedom. Remember that a healthy relationship lets you grow. So if someone tries to control or change you, it's time to reevaluate the connection. Here are 9 signs that you and a Sigma female are in a good relationship. Remember that it's all about respect, support, and growth for both of you. These things make sure that both partners can thrive together without losing who they are. If you're a Sigma female or have dated one, please leave a comment below and tell me about it. Also, don't forget to watch my other videos on relationship dynamics and red flags. Give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to get more videos like it. Until next time, be yourself. B.